Friends from the media, good afternoon. Welcome to today's press conference. Now the floor is open.
谢谢发言人。总台中文国际频道记者提问：塔吉克斯坦于3月2号。
CCTV Tajikistan held elections to the lower house of parliament on March the 2nd. What's China's comment on that? China congratulates Tajikistan on the smooth elections of the lower house of parliament. At the invitation of Tajikistan's Central Commission for Elections, China sent a group to observe the elections. China believes that the elections are democratic, open, and transparent, and demonstrate the political openness and inclusiveness of the country. China highly commends that and sincerely wishes the people of Tajikistan greater under the leadership of President Emomali Rahmon. As a friendly neighbor and comprehensive strategic cooperative partner in the new era, China attaches great importance to its relations with Tajikistan and stands ready to work with Tajikistan to understandings between President Xi Jinping and President Rahmon, step up mutual support, deepen mutually beneficial cooperation on all fronts, and achieve more solid progress in building a China-Tajikistan community with a shared future. Next one, please.
Beijing Daily, New Zealand's Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Peters said after his visit to China last week that the special relationship is in the second decade and the two sides had substantive and constructive dialogues on bilateral cooperation and international and regional issues. Could you share more details? From February 25th to 27th, New Zealand's Deputy Prime Minister Winston Peters visited China. This is an important high-level exchange as the comprehensive strategic partnership enters the second decade. This visit is aimed at delivering on the important common understandings between the leaders of the two countries, enhancing strategic communication and promoting the continuous sound and steady growth of bilateral relations. Vice President Han Zheng and Foreign Minister Wang Yi met with New Zealand's Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Winston Peters. The two sides had candid and in-depth exchange of views on China-New Zealand relations and international and regional issues of mutual concern. They agreed to maintain high-level exchanges, strengthen dialogue and communication, and expand mutually beneficial cooperation. Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Peters reaffirmed New Zealand's commitment to the One China policy and is committed to being an active cooperation partner with China. China expressed appreciation for this stance. China stands to work with New Zealand to renew the traditional friendship, carry forward the spirit of striving to be the first and become partners with mutual trust and achieve mutual success, thereby better benefiting the peoples of the two countries and maintaining regional and global peace and stability. Next one, please.
A question from the New York Times.
《纽约时报》，美方已经对中国加征了10%的关税，覆盖大多数对美输美产品。中方对此有何评论？
相信你应该也注意到了，中方。
I believe you have taken notice of the statements released by Chinese competent authorities.
The U.S. once again hiked tariffs on Chinese imports under the excuse of fentanyl issue, despite China's repeated opposition. It is legitimate and necessary for China to take countermeasures to defend its rights and interests. The root cause of the fentanyl issue lies in the U.S. itself. In a spirit of humanity and our friendship with the American people, we have taken strong steps to help the U.S. with its response to the fentanyl issue. This is obvious to all, and people from various sectors in the U.S. have expressed thanks to China on multiple occasions. Instead of showing appreciation, the U.S. U.S. has smeared and shifted blames onto China and pressured and blackmailed China with tariff hikes. They are punishing us for helping them. This cannot solve the U.S. own problem and will deal a heavy blow to the dialogue and cooperation on the counter-narcotics between the two sides. Let me reiterate that the Chinese people have never been swayed by fallacies, deterred by intimidation, or coyed by bullying. Pressuring, coercion, or threat is not the right way to engage with China. Exerting maximum pressure on China is a mistargeted and miscalculated approach. If the U.S. really wants to settle the fentanyl issue, it needs to stand by the principle of equality, mutual respect, and mutual benefit, and engage in consultation with China to address each other's concerns. If the U.S. has other agenda in mind and insists on waging a tariff war, trade war, or whatever war, China will not flinch and is ready to take due response. We urge the U.S. to stop being domineering and return to the right track of dialogue and cooperation at an early date. Next one, please.
还有其他问题吗？
Anything else?
好，那今天的记者会就到这里。
Then let's call it a day. Thank you for coming.